Green paint isn't just trendy, it's timeless. But choosing the right one, that's where it gets tricky. Warm, cozy greens or cool, dramatic tones. How do you decide which one's right for you? Today, I'll break it all down for you. My top 5 Friday picks for the best Benjamin Moore dark greens. Let's turn your walls into works of art. We've been offering custom color palettes and people have been loving them. It's a more affordable alternative to traditional online color consultations. So if you're looking for some color inspiration, check out the link below, whether you need a 3-color palette or 6+ colors. And as part of the service, I even send you a personalized video explaining the color choices so everything is crystal clear. Check out the link below if you want to purchase one today. People have been loving them. We've been doing so many of them recently. Hey everyone, welcome back to Top 5 Friday on the Paint People channel, where I break down my top picks for the week on all things painting and design. Today, we're delving into one of my absolute favorite categories, green, and more specifically, dark greens from Benjamin Moore. These colors are versatile, luxurious, and perfect for making a statement in any room. I'll guide you through 5 incredible options, starting with warmer shades and moving towards those cooler, crisper greens. So grab your swatches and let's get started. The first green we're going to look at is a warmer leaning green, and it is called Mountain Moss. A beautiful, warm, earthy green by Benjamin Moore. And as you'll notice, it has a slight dusty quality, mainly because of the gray that's added in and almost a touch of a warm brown as well. So of the 5 that we're going to talk about today, this is going to be the most warm leaning one, a little bit of a golden touch to give it some vibrancy, almost a khaki leaning green as well. So if that's the essence that you're going for, this is one definitely to check out. It's from the color preview collection. You can tell by the numerical code that it has. And also what's interesting too, if you wanted a darker version of Mountain Moss, you can scroll all the way down on the Benjamin Moore website to different shades, and you can see you have turtle green and Mediterranean olive for an even more deeply saturated alternative. And on the other side of things too, dry sage is going to be a lighter option, gray mirage even lighter than that, etc., etc. Number 2 on this list is dark olive. And right away we notice that warmth is being toned down, but this one brings in a lot of saturation. There's a touch of warmth there, but it's more so about the green and the gray combination here. A little more neutral feeling, less vibrant, but still nicely saturated as well. Not your traditional olive green, which does have more of that yellow. This one does feel more like a fresh olive. It's more so about that warm green rather than almost a golden khaki green that we saw in Mountain Moss. Number 3 is a green I love to talk about, and I try to give you some more options, but I couldn't ignore this color. It's Chimichurri. So now we have a color that is even darker, more saturated with green. I feel that dusty, grayed out, toned down feel doesn't really apply with Chimichurri. This one brings in a lot of saturation, a lot of green, and it feels to me like the perfect balance of warm and cool, where you just have an unadulterated, beautiful, herbaceous, aromatic green. Really, really lovely color. One that I've used extensively and I recommend to a lot of people. It is very saturated. It's quite dark with a 9.7 light reflectance value. That is pretty dark, but if you're going for a dark green, this is one you cannot ignore. So Chimichurri marks this middle point of these greens. We've talked about those warmer khaki, olive, army greens. Now we're transitioning to something a little more cool. What better way to exemplify that coolness with a color called Calico Blue? Even though blue is clearly in the name, I still interpret this color as a blue undertoned green. It is a nice combination of the two, but I think there's enough green here to include it in this list. It's technically a bit darker than even Chimichurri, but the way it differentiates itself is with that blue aspect that cools it down significantly. We take this coolness to another level with our 5th color, which is Garden Cucumber. And now this is another one of those really deeply saturated colors that feels even more vibrant than the others. It has a severe dose of that coolness now. We're almost getting into teal territory. I do think this is my cutting off point when it comes to dark, cool greens. Any more blue, now you're getting into blue territory. But I love Garden Cucumber. I think the blue aspect does give it a really fun energy that is cool and soothing, and also pretty transitional because it gives you best of both worlds. It's pretty balanced when it comes to green and blue, so any cases you want to use either of those, this is one that I think is a strong candidate. Before you go, press that like button for me and let me know which one was your favorite in the comment section below. And that's it.